It was a humid Thursday morning in downtown Seattle. The city buzzed with the usual rhythm of sirens and traffic, and inside the marble halls of the Municipal building, a group of city officers gathered for their morning briefing. Among them was Lieutenant Carter, a man who wore arrogance like a badge. He'd been with the department for 15 years and had a reputation for putting people in their place. At exactly 8:45, a man walked in through the front doors. His clothes were plain, old sneakers, a faded jacket, his hair slightly unkempt, and in his hand, a small, worn folder. The receptionist barely looked up. The man moved slowly, scanning the hallways as if looking for someone. Carter spotted him immediately. "Hey, buddy," he barked, loud enough for the others to hear. "This ain't a shelter. You lost." A few officers snickered. The man didn't answer. He just gave a polite nod and continued walking down the corridor. Carter stepped in front of him. "I said you can't be here." The man looked up, eyes calm but tired. "I have an appointment," he said quietly. "An appointment?" Carter smirked. "With who?" "The mayor." Laughter rippled through the room. The stranger glanced around the office. The sound of their laughter echoed off the polished floors. Then, in a voice so soft it was almost drowned out, he replied, "Yes, actually." Carter blinked. The laughter died down slightly. He leaned in, voice dripping with sarcasm. "Listen, pal, I don't know what game you're playing, but people like you don't just walk in here to see the mayor." The man's expression didn't change. He simply said, "I think you'll want to let me through." Carter chuckled darkly. "Oh, I'll let you through to the street." He reached out and grabbed the man by the arm. The stranger didn't resist, but the calm in his eyes made Carter pause. It was the kind of calm that unnerved you, the calm of someone completely in control. Before Carter could say another word, a door at the end of the hall opened. A woman in a navy suit stepped out, her heels clicking sharply against the floor. "Mr. Hale," she called out. "Apologies for the delay. The council is ready for you." The entire room went silent. The stranger smiled politely. "Thank you, Ms. Rivera." He stepped past Carter, his voice level but firm. "Next time, Lieutenant, maybe ask before you assume." Ms. Rivera turned to the group. Her tone was professional but cold. "For those unaware," she said, "Mr. Hale is the new Director of Public Oversight, and he'll be reviewing officer conduct citywide." Carter's face drained of color. The laughter from moments ago was replaced by stunned silence. The man, now revealed as Director Hale, paused in the doorway, looking back at the group of officers. "When people in authority forget their humanity," he said softly, "they lose the right to lead." He held Carter's gaze for one long, uncomfortable second, then turned and walked into the council chamber. Inside, the atmosphere was different. Council members rose to greet him with respect. Hale nodded, his composure unshaken, but his mind lingered on the incident outside. He'd seen it before. Different faces, same arrogance. People so used to power, they forgot what it was like to serve. After the meeting, word spread quickly through the department. Emails, whispered conversations. By noon, everyone knew what had happened in the lobby. That afternoon, Carter was summoned to the conference room. Inside sat Hale, calm as ever, reviewing a file. "Please sit," Hale said, not looking up. Carter obeyed, his earlier confidence completely gone. "Do you know why you're here?" Hale asked. Carter cleared his throat. I wanted to apologize for earlier, sir. It was a misunderstanding." Hale finally looked up. "Was it?" he asked quietly. "Or was it instinct?" Carter said nothing. The room was silent except for the ticking of a clock. "You judged a man," Hale continued. "Not by his actions, not by his words, but by how he looked. Tell me, Lieutenant, how many others have you dismissed the same way?" Carter's throat tightened. His usual excuses wouldn't work here. This man wasn't angry. He was disappointed. And that cut deeper than any punishment. Hale stood, walking to the window. Outside, the city stretched endlessly. Millions of lives, stories, struggles. He turned back. "I didn't come here to embarrass you," he said. "I came here to remind this department why it exists in the first place. Service, not superiority. He picked up a small envelope from the desk and handed it to Carter. Inside is your reassignment notice. Community service rotation. You'll spend the next 3 months working with the homeless initiative downtown. Carter's head dropped. Yes, sir, he muttered. Hale nodded slowly. Good. Maybe then you'll remember what humility looks like. Carter outside, standing in the rain later that week. He hands out blankets, food, listens to stories of people he once ignored. And for the first time in years, he begins to see faces, not statistics. Stories, not stereotypes. Weeks later, he spots Hale again during an inspection. Their eyes meet briefly. No words are exchanged, but the message is clear. Authority without empathy is just ego in uniform. Respect isn't given, it's earned. And sometimes it takes a stranger to remind us who we're supposed to be. Never judge by appearances. True power needs no display.